Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. So we have here bal. But to understand bal, we always have to have what before it? The sentence before it. So that's why I got the sentence before it. Now you remember, we done before bal, and we said how many types of bal are there?
Three.
Three? Two from sunnah, one is bid'ah. Huh? Two, yeah. What are the two?
Bal intiqali and bal
Yeah, say it, you're right.
intiqali and bal ibtali.
That's bal intiqali and bal ibtali. Okay? So bal is for idrab. And idrab is two types. Ibtal and intiqal. Very good. What does ibtal mean?
Ibtal means that you saying is that you change the subject.
Not saying the subject, no. Ibtal is what? What does ibtal mean? Abtala yubtilu. Ibtal was batil. Ibtal.
To say that the last one was wrong.
Yeah. So when you say ibtal, what you are basically saying is what was said in a previous statement is wrong. And intiqal means, what are we doing?
That you do elaborate on the point.
Not elaborate, you're switching topic, or you're kind of moving away or digressing from the previous statement. So when we say here, قَالَ رَبِّي يَعْلَمُ الْقَوْلَ فِي السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. If you say bal is for ibtal, it's almost like kufr, isn't it? So if you don't know nahwa, you become a kafir. I'm not joking. But if you don't know nahwa and you do tafsir, you end up saying all... and it's interesting though, you know what here? So here, as I say, further they say. Yeah? Some translations actually said rather, which I found quite shocking. I don't know for English, I don't know, but rather would not rather mean... I don't know if rather would have the implication, I'm not really that good at English, but rather seems like wrong. So some translations actually said rather, but the translation should be further, because further would say, well, furthermore, like intiqal almost. Those who said rather, I don't know English, I don't know what rather would imply, but I just think rather is the wrong translation. Obviously you have to look up what rather means and the usage and historically and all that, but it needs some analysis. But rather is a very interesting, very... I don't know, to me, from my basic knowledge of English, it doesn't seem to be a right translation. So further is a better translation here. Okay? That's why if you say bal is for ibtal, it's like kufr, and we think, oh, يَعْلَمُ الْقَوْلَ فِي السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ is batil. Which is, so this is bal is for? Not ibtal is for? Intiqal meaning, Allah knows the heavens and the earth, وَالسَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ, and Allah is all-knowing. And moving on, the problem is, they say these false lies. They say it is fabrication, or it is this, or it is that, or it is magic, or it is poetry, or whatever. So this bal is for intiqal. So if you look in translation, find that quite dodgy. That you see in I think this is intiqal. Yes. قالوا أضغاث أحلام. Inshallah we do this in Nahwa as well. قالوا is فعل فاعل. What أضغاث أحلام become? It's مضاف مضاف إليه يعني سواء.
It's a
مفعول به ومرفوع بضمة. إن هذا لشيء عجيب شيء عجاب. It's مرفوع, so it has to be either فاعل or it has to be خبر or مبتدأ. So one principle to remember is that in the mubtada, there's certain mawaqi', certain mawadi', certain places or locations where the mubtada has to be mahdhuf. Correct? And there's certain places it doesn't have to be mahdhuf, but it's common to be mahdhuf. And one such scenario or one such place where the mubtada is mahdhuf very often is if it comes after the word qawl, after qawl. When the qawl means qala, yaqulu, qul, any of those, and any of its forms. So ba'd al-qawl, after the qawl, it is very common for the mubtada to be removed. It does not have to be removed, but it's common, provided it's context. So قَالُوا أَضْغَاثُ أَحْلَامٍ. So if you go back to the previous ayat, it says here like, sorry, went forward. You go to the previous ayat, we're talking about what? اقترب للناس حسابهم في غفلة معرضون. It's talking about what? The Quran, the Wahy, and the disbelievers. Right? So what's happening here? So in here we say that who قالوا, they say هذا أي هذا القرآن. Understand from the context. So after the word qala or yaqulu or any of its forms, what happens? You can, and it's muttarid, not muttarid, but it's like very common. For what he mahdhuf? The muttarid mahdhuf. So what they're saying, ay hadha al-Quran ya hadha al-wahy is adghathu ahlam. Adghathu ahlam means dreams, mixture of jumbled dreams. That's all tafsir stuff. We do it Surah Yusuf in more detail, inshallah. Basically means when you have dreams that are just like, basically, you know, like you dream and you see all weird stuff. So not this is anything like a normal weird dream. That this prophet knows me that he's saying weird dreams, they're telling us weird dreams. So they don't believe in يَعْلَمُ الْقَوْلَ فِي السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. They don't believe in the wahy. Rather they just believe and say, هذا القرآن أضغاث أحلام. Bal can be for both. Now this bal can be from either, but this bal can be for both aspects. Some say it's for idrab, intiqali. Go ahead, what's the question?
For ibtali, how could they be refuting the past thing, because that's what they said.
Then they changed their opinion. They were confused, innit? So they're refuting themselves. So they said that at first. Then they said iftarahu. So it can be ibtal, are they refuting themselves? It can be intiqal. Some of them say this, or furthermore, they say even this. But some says intiqal in all three, some says ibtal. The mufassirun differ. Iftara. So again, now this will be this. If it's for intiqal, then this is jumla la mahalla laha min al-i'rab. La mahalla laha, because it's ibtida'iyya. So qalu adghathu ahlam. Or it can be atf on. It can be atf as well. It can be atf on what? في محل النصب. Because atf on adghathu ahlam, which is what? في محل النصب مفعول به of قال. Correct? بل هو شاعر, again is ibtiqal. If you make it ibtal, yeah. بل هو شاعر, again is atf, and في محل النصب is مقول قالوا. Correct? So far so good? Yes? Everybody following me? Any questions? Any questions? Everybody? Yeah? Okay. Moving ahead. فَلْيَأْتِنَا بِآيَةٍ. Fa? So what's happening here? What's this fa?